But the Lakers-Minnesota series, hey, we were right. The Timberwolves, we predicted the Timberwolves to win this series.
Yep.
I didn't think gentlemen sweep, but the difference between, having a full team instead of just having star power. So that's something I learned
Mm,
from this series. You got to have a full group, a troop of
yeah.
just soldiers. And that's what the T-Wolves had to throw at the Lakers.
hmm
Kendrick Perkins, I don't know if you've seen what he said, but he said Nico Harrison was right making this move. Anthony Edwards, he's probably going to win a chip before Luka. What's your thoughts
Before
on
Luka,
this?
yep. I completely agree. The conditioning showed.
Oh, yeah.
It showed across the board in this series,
He's
even with
getting cooked defensively.
yeah, that, and he's complaining about calls. It just showed across the board. Even, the Lakers' two best options were a 40-year-old and LeBron James and Luka Doncic, who is out of shape.
Mhm.
So, Anthony Edwards, he was just a shark and he smelled blood and he just
Yeah.
attacked the whole series. And I love watching Ant's game, and I do believe that he will get a championship before Luka will.
Oh, yeah. I think he's the most entertaining player to watch in the NBA right now. I don't know if you've seen him after the game, after they won. He was like, what did they say? Lakers in
Yeah.
5. He was just going on with it. And that's, like, in my opinion, that's the face of the league, regardless of whether he wants to be or not. That's the guy.
Yeah.
He's going to take
Mhm.
on them. And he's just, somebody said on Twitter, he's a Randy Orton of the NBA. I'm like, hilarious comparison, but he's taken down all the legends. You think he wins a ring this year, or it's a couple years down? Because if Julius Randle's
I'm not
hooping like he is, they got the
Yeah,
pieces.
I'm not going to dismiss the Timberwolves and say that they can't win it this year, because they have a chance. They are a true title contender, but I don't think it will be this year necessarily.
Okay.
I think he'll win one in the next year or two. But I don't know if it'll happen this year, but that doesn't mean that it can't happen this year.
For sure. I agree. I think they have very, very good shot. It's just gonna come down to matchups. Who do they face in that the Western Conference Finals? The last question I want to ask you though. LeBron James back to the Lakers. This is a topic people are always going to talk about in sports. The Lakers this, Lakers that. But LeBron
Yeah.
James, last 14 playoff games, he's 2-12. In the Western
Mhm.
Conference, first round exit. It's not been the same
Yeah.
dominance as it was in the Eastern Conference. Do you think if he was in the Western Conference his whole career, do you think we would see him have 5 championships, 5 rings?
I don't think so, because if you remember when he was in Cleveland and Miami, everyone talked about, oh, well, you're doing this in the Eastern Conference. That's what it used to be called, the Eastern Conference. And the Western Conference has always been a powerhouse over the East for as long as I can remember. And a lot of people questioned if LeBron could get it done in the West. So I'm not gonna say he wouldn't be able to compete in the West his whole career, but I don't know if he would have the same success.
The Eastern Conference, the Western Conference right now it's tough. Denver, like OKC, there's a lot of really good teams year after year.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten easier, but even back then, earlier on in his career, Kobe, Shaq,
Mhm.
the West was crazy. The West was tough.
The
Spurs, yeah, like these teams were a lot tougher. The Western was never easy. So yeah, I
No.
don't think he would have 5 rings. Maybe I give him 2. Is that crazy
Oh,
to
wow.
say? 2 or 3?
I mean, it's not crazy. I would say 2 or 3.
Okay. Yeah, he wouldn't have 5. So
He has 4. He has 4 right now.
he has 4?
Yeah, LeBron has 4 rings.
Okay, so yeah, I take 2 off his legacy. So
Okay.
yeah, I almost gave his ass an extra 1. Oh, damn. I'm slacking with my disrespect to LeBron. Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.